Yes, indeedy. Welcome to Amberskies. Let me just clean up my screen. We're up, we're live, we're going, yay. And just pop you back in. And did anybody actually work out what was wrong with the textures in the last stream? Or has everybody got this screen of blankness? I didn't get any comments. Well, I did get comments, but only nice ones. Nothing like, hey, Blades, you done something stupid. So, welcome to Amberskies. My name's Fraser Sharp. Some call me Blades. And at the end of last stream, we ended up with being able to draw coloured objects, but not textured objects. And I think I ended the stream saying, well, it was probably a copy and paste error. And indeed it was. Absolutely 100% a copy and paste error, because I know that's how I did it. I also said that the batch renderer was supposed to take instancing. And I thought, well, shall we start by fixing everything or not? I'm not sure. Maybe, yeah, we'll fix the lot. Yeah. Textures plus instancing, for instance. How would you like the code for that? Yeah, we have our box and we have our thing with its texture on, our cuboid. It's not a cube. It's trapezoid? I can't remember. It's been too long since I did that kind of thing at school. 40 years. 45 years. So, yeah, my memory's not that good. The light's working nicely, as you can tell. It's shining off the objects. We can go in with and have a look better how that light's reacting. See how the light's reacting off the objects. And of course we can move around and not do much else with the camera, unfortunately, on the ASWAD keys, but that's all we've set it for at the moment. How was this done? Well, first of all, I had to fix the texturing, of course. So let's go fix the texturing. You are purring loudly, Muppet. Wow. And to fix the texturing, we just open this. So it was a copy and paste error. Was it something I copied and didn't correct? Or was it something I didn't copy? Well, that's the point. When copying and pasting, you've got to think about what you're copying from and to. And we copied from colour to texture. And there's one thing that textures have that colour doesn't. And that's a texture. So we have to add something. And when we want to draw them, we have to add this line, which is to bind the texture. And of course, after we're finished up, we clean up and release the texture. So that was it. That was the only error there was. We just hadn't done the bind for the texture. We'd forgotten to bind the texture and release it. That was it. There was no errors in the code, as stated before. The code itself is sound and works perfectly. So, knowing that, I thought, well, I'll test out instancing. So how did I test out instancing? Well, I went into our development module, went back to function key 3, and did a few little modifications to our code. So for instance equals 0 to less than 10. I then went, yes, let's do the header file first. The header file, add Q vector, and put Q vector, textured entity, and color entity. And make sure that you put textured entity star, color entity star inside the angle brackets. Then we can push back, well in this case 10 entities 0 to 9 inclusive. So that is 10 entities, and we just use the instancing to, well, put them in different positions so we can see them as separate models. And then of course we only need one model to be loaded. So one model is created, 10 models are pushed back, all with the same model. Same here. One model is created, 10 models are pushed back, with minuses this time because we wanted them to go the other way rather than that way. We wanted to go that way. All we need to change for the rendering is that. Put everything inside a for next loop and add entities to our scene and do our, do our increases after. So you're just adding 10 entities there, 10 entities there, and of course they are all using the same models. So we get a batch, and then at the end of it we just render. There we go. Yeah. It's that simple. And the effect that we get is this. Remember, it's A, W, S, and D to move the camera. Has anybody looked at the top left-hand corner yet? It should say 97, but it is actually going at 97 frames per second, which is a bit fast. Really nice shadowing techniques. That's working lovely. Yeah, that is really, yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah. So, that's it, folks. That's it. We've done it. What's the title of this video? Setting up the World Builder, Dev 18. Alright, we're only on the 18th development, my god. Yeah, we better set up a world builder then, I guess. I want to try a few different techniques this time, so we'll do that. Okay, we'll come to that then. Okay. I use Qt Creator to make new projects. I don't use this because everything is being done in Qt. So no, I won't be using Windows to do this. Not Microsoft Studio anyway. It makes it awkward later on. So we're going to be doing a new project, that's for certain. I'll have a Qt Widgets application, I think, shall we? We could do this as a console application. No, widgets. Want to test something out. Browse. No, that's the wrong one. I'm not in there anymore. I'm in users. Razor Sharp. Source. We're in the repos because we're using a different editor. Okay, select folder. Create in there. Name will be World Builder. That's what we're doing next. Yeah, we have to build a world to play in. Users default. Yep. Okay, next. Next. I'm going to call it World Window. Base class Q main window. This is what I want to look at. Worldwindow.h, worldwindow.cpp, and worldwindow.ui. Generate form, yes please. And next. Next. World Builder, build. Yeah, that's looking good. Reason I don't want it on MSVC is because I want to set it up so that I can translate it over to Linux. So, repos, Amberskies Qt World Builder will be added to Git. Yes, please. Blah de blah de blah. Finish. And there it is. And we should be able to build and run it. Make sure we can. Yep, we can. World window. Blank. Good. That's fine. That's all I wanted. In here, I now go to extensions, Qt VS Tools, which I have managed extensions and added and set up properly. Open.pro, and it's in World Builder, please. Where is it gone? What has it done? Source, repos, Amberskies Qt, World Builder, and there it is. There's the profile. And Microsoft Studio can now convert it to its type of thingy and add it to our solution so we can work on it. Now, there's a few problems with World Builder. Damn it. I've done it wrong. How do I close it? Yeah. Whoopsie daisy. That was a bit of a cock up. There's something also I wanted to look at. So before I do that, I just want to look into something else. What was it? There was something that was bothering me. Something that was bothering me a lot. It was, what do we have in here? We have comms, we have a chat program. That's it, only that. Okay. That's interesting because I normally put my dice in there. So where did I put my dice? Not in there. And there's nowhere else I can put it in here. So we haven't got dice, although I know I've done it. I've covered it. Oh well, I'll pull that in from somewhere when we need it. Not to worry. Not to worry. We're in World Builder, aren't we? Yeah. Right. World Builder, let's go back to you. First things first, we do need to add library, external, next. Library, browse. Oh god, done it again, haven't you? Keeps putting me in the wrong system. So I have to keep going through this stupid clickety thing to get to the right system for me. Right, what was I looking for now? I've forgotten. A library file. I'll have that. Build. Debug. That. Okay. And browse. That. Yeah. Select that folder. Okay. Dynamic static it is. Just have Windows for now. Because this is on Windows. It's in a debug release folder. It isn't. No. Next. Finish. Alright, so that's added everything there. I also want to add the other library, because this time we are going to start using that other library. Are we? For UI components. Well, we're not going to need chat. What are we going to need? Maybe something out of there? Which we haven't got in there yet. Add the library if we need it. No, add the library now. Alright. There's no harm to adding it. I hope. I don't think it's built. We'll soon see. So it'll just be the core library, which we haven't really done much with. No, we haven't even got it built. So cancel. I'll deal with that later. Alrighty. That's you done. You've got access to the libraries now. Now we can load it up. Extensions. World Builder. Yes, just to regenerate everything, please. Thank you. So, World Builder. First things first, we need to add reference to that Model 3D SL. We also need to add something to its properties in the linker here. Because what it's going to try and do is use build And I want to take build out of there, because that's just stupid. I'm not putting it in there. Just hit return, apply, and OK. So under where should we start? We can try and build it now, can't we? Set a startup project. And let's try building it. Looks okay so far. Looks perfect. Yeah, so we have been able to access Amber SL. Excellent. Amber 3D SL must be able to reference it, otherwise we would have got an error. So we have our source files, we have header files. Stuff this. There we go, that's better. I can see everything now. We have a main. Yeah, that's the standard main that it would give us. We have the world window.cpp, which is a standard world window.cpp that we get. Great. Right, this is where I want to mess about, isn't it? I want to mess about in here. Because we are getting it from main window. Oh god, something else I've forgotten as well. Yeah, there is. Core Gui Widgets. What have we got in here? Oh, did core GUI, no widgets. Ah, yes we do, we have widgets. Yeah, that's okay then. C++ 17, please. Should be. That's the only thing I'm going to alter there. And just make sure that I am in C++ 17 here. Alright. Alright. Not bothered. Not bothered. Don't seem to say. Oh, it's there. C language standard. It is in general. Alright. Default. There we go. Apply. Make sure that we're on 17, please. Because that way we're going to get a more modern C++. How can you put it? IntelliSense? I'm not going to call it IntelliSense in Microsoft anymore. I'm just going to call it Microsoft Sense. Oh, you know what I've forgotten to do? Let's give you the starting do free. And this is updated batch renderer. Batch render. And start of world builder. Okay. Add everything, please. secure. Done, 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 done. Commit, yep, blah, blah, blah. Sync. Sync. Why I have to click twice, I don't know. There you go, you've got the code. All yours to play with. And I'll carry on here. Now, the first thing I want to play with is this Q main window thingy. Because I know for a fact there is a Q open GL window. Will it allow me to use it? Because that's a Gui widget. Let's have a look. Q open GL window. Let's have a quick look at you, matey, and see how you set up. Yeah, I thought so. It's a Gui window. It's not a widget, but it can contain widgets. That's interesting. No partial update, yeah, that's fine. So I want full updates. Share context. I didn't know it gave that. Right, okay, I'm going to try it anyway. See if I can break this. Well, I've got two. Okay, you've still got that, have you? Right, I'm just going to try this out as an experiment first. You see, if I change that to there, that makes that a Gui window. Like that. Which means our setup is slightly different in here, where that would be window. And that has to be substituted. Let's just have a look what I've done. So public, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. What's wrong with this? No instance of constructor, Gui argument list, Gui window star. Yes, there is. Gui window star. Parent equals null pointer. What's it talking about? Is it giving me garbage again? Oh, right, I see. That doesn't look right. Yeah, it isn't. That's right. Do I need to protect it? Q OpenGL window. Q window star parent. Okay. Doesn't look right to me. This is why I wanted to test it out to see whether it could actually be done. It's looking like it can't. Because it's looking for a Q main window. And I doubt that I can do that. This is where it gets tricky. Okay. That's a Gui widget. That's interesting. Hash include. This shouldn't work. I think I'm completely mashing C++ together here. Q open GL functions. I'll have 3 please. I wish it wouldn't do that. Q open GL functions. Alright. That would be what I want to do. Alright. Maybe I'm overdoing it slightly then. Got it. Right. So according to me, I've got OpenGL. That's got to be the most over-inherited world window I've ever seen. It's just I'd like to get rid of that bit. Warning, class world window inherits from 2 Q object subclasses. Q main window and Q OpenGL window. This is not supported. So, it agrees with me. That is absolutely ridiculous. Which means we will, if I take that out, we lose our UI. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Forget it then. Just forget it. It was just an idea. Just an idea. That's why I'm a researcher, because I have stupid ideas. Thank you. You're working okay. Yeah, you are. Right. So it is going to have to be done the way I think. Okay, so if we can't have it... Right, okay. Instead of doing what I did in RPG Dev, if you remember, I had a lot of trouble with where the center of the screen was. And it was taking the actual screen rather than the little diddy thing I was putting it in, which became a problem. But we will experiment as we go on there as well. So let's experiment with that. Okay. Let's add a new folder. Let's call it something. World Builder. And in World Builder, we will have our usual OpenGL stuff, I guess. All right. Okay, add. New item. Let's have a header file. And we'll just call it OpenGL viewport. How's about that? OpenGL viewport. Window? No, can't do that. Has to be something different. So, OpenGL, I'll put an underscore in it. No, I'm not. Just call it view. OpenGL view. Yeah. I like that. And once it decides to stop messing about, thank you. We'll do the other one as well. CPP file. OpenGL. And we can add that. Lovely. All I want to do is take you, copy, and we'll pop it in main first of all. Right, what day are we on? We are on the 7th of May. Wow. Red squigglies now. Bugger off, Microsoft. Go to hell. Yeah, that'll do. I do get sick of it, I really do. Let's start with window H. If and deafen. Oh dear, let's get rid of that. And let's hash pragma once. Oh, the old days, they were always funny. How much more funny can you get? So that's window H done. Window CPP. Done you. Save. Done. Don't care about you. Don't care about you. Main's done. Yep. Yep. Don't really care. Oh, I do care about these two. Right. V. Return. And V. Return. Hash include. And it will be open GL U.H. Nice. Very nice. Right, so it's going to be a class. And it's going to be open GL view. And that's okay. So let's set this up. Oopsie daisy. And that's going to be colon. Hash include. What shall we have? Q open GL. I'm going to try and stay with a window actually, because we went with a widget last time. Window. I'm going to try it. Yeah. Protected. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Q open GL functions, please. Is it plural? Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? There you go. Lovely. Why is that an error? We want OpenGL view as our constructor, and that will take a Q window. This isn't going to work. It's not going to work. That is not going to work, is it? I could try. We can try. That would be Q open GL window parent. And it still doesn't like it. Alright, I'm going to take... I'm just going to try and do something stupid now. So hash include Q object. And I also want... Oh, it's cleared it up, has it? Alright. Yeah. I'll have that in as well. I'll add it in. But it's now accepted. No, no it hasn't. Yes it has, no it hasn't. Okay, let's try. Let's try a Gui widget. You see, it's allowing me to do Gui widget, and that shouldn't be allowed. It doesn't seem to want to take anything. So there's something wrong with this. There is something 100% wrong with this. I wonder if it's Q screen and they just haven't remembered. In the old days, it used to be Q screen. That's how I remember it. But according to this, Q OpenGL window takes Q window. And that's correct. I don't care what it says about that, I know that that's correct. Unless it's not linking. Q OpenGL window, : Q OpenGL window matches the argument list. It needs a Q OpenGL context. I thought that this was not here. Yeah, it's that one there. That's what I'm using. I don't understand why it can't see it. QOpenGL window. Nothing else in here. Just check through. Yeah, okay. We don't need QOpenGL context there. We do need GUL. I will admit we do need that. Text. Oh, public protected. Here's the thing. Public protected QOpenGL widget. Yep, Q widget. Yep, this is fine. Oh, so we did use 3.3 core. Interesting. _3_3_core. _3_3_core. I'm going to use it if I can use it, please. It's just being silly on me. Oh, it's stopped being silly here. And now it's being silly here. There's something wrong with this. It's just being stupid all the time. Now what's wrong with that? Not a class structure name. Yes, it is. Give up. Oh, I just don't understand this. It's giving me errors where it shouldn't have. Save. Look at this one. We're okay. Look at this one. We're okay now. Thank you. Swapping windows seems to help it. Cannot convert argument 1 from Q window to QOpenGL window. Update behavior. Oh, right, I see what you've done. That. That. Yep, we have our window back. Now, here comes the problem. Are we allowed to access this? Are we allowed to access? Actually, I should have kept that open. It's got all the other files in it. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'll keep it open for now. Just for reference, if nothing else. Source, platform. Just for reference. Okay. My problem is, are we allowed to use that? I just don't understand why it needs to be passed to context. Okay. We'll think about it. It shouldn't pass a context, it should create its own. But it's a window, so from a parent it would do. It would receive a context. So that I agree. I don't think we can access that from a widget. We can access a widget from it, but we can't access this from a widget. I think this is a one-way. Thinky. Anybody any ideas in chat? Where is chat anyway? There it is. How do I see chat? Not on here, I don't. What about on here? Great dedication. Thank you. Yes, I have tons of dedication to this. This has been a lifelong dream that I've had. To write my own MMO that can do anything that anybody wants. Because I'm sick and tired of game makers dictating to us what we get. So I'm going to provide a full MMO with a set of rules which are universal, which the user can use to make a home page, a 3D home page on the network. Amberskies will become a 3D network on which you can create your own home page. And if you decide to pick up an avatar, you can go and adventure on any of the worlds that are created. And you can go and visit other people's home pages in 3D. You can go shopping with your friends in 3D. This is what the internet doesn't provide for us today. The internet has been very stagnant for the last 25 years and should already be 3D. You should already be able to meet up with your mates and go shopping, trying on clothes in shops and stuff, and saying, hey, these new trainers are great, you know, this is what I want to buy. So you buy some and they get sent through the post. But you can have your mates with you saying, oh yeah, they look good on you. Think about it. Why isn't this available to us today? Why can we not go internet shopping with our friends? There's a question, and I'm going to answer it by writing a program that you can do it. I've already got the network, we've got chat, we've got 3D objects, we're now doing a world builder. So we can build what our shop is to look like, our homepage is to look like, our game is to look like, if you want to make it into a game. The versatility of the software is in the making of the software. And what games do is tie you down to this little area of a map, which is what I'm going to talk about today, actually. The maps in games today. Got to use them. But anyway, I'm going to try and do something that breaks the rules. What I'm going to do yeah, okay, whatever. Is I'm going to have a look down our containers. And we have a frame, a widget. Somebody's trying to phone me on my landline. Why on earth would they do that? I'm disabled. I can't get downstairs in time to answer it. Haven't they worked it out yet? Idiot. Use my mobile number. Alright, well, we're going to display graphics view. You see, it's an OpenGL widget, not an OpenGL window. What's a graphics view? Scene view item. Can I get this into OpenGL? Key graphics scene render. Yes, we can. We might be able to trick it into using this. But I don't see the point. Layout object, yeah, okay, yeah, you can use OpenGL with this. Got the coordinate system. It's actually a very good 2D system. In fact, it's an amazing 2D system. Because it does give you a way, it actually uses OpenGL in the background to do the rotation, so you can rotate around the Z-axis. Sorry, the Y-axis. Don't like the idea of that. So, is it all one word? Space widget. I want the one with the space, please. There isn't one. I thought so. There's no space. It's Gui Widget parent. Oh, it takes Windows flags. Ooh. Oh. Nice. That could be interesting. So no, we can't use this. Let's use proof of concept. Okay, so what we're going to do is promote to. It's going to be class name. OpenGL view. VW. And the header file is in. Doesn't need to let us browse. No, I've got to work it out. Okay. The header file is in World Builder OpenGL. Which way around are the slashes in this game? I'll use that way. And it open GL view. Still spelt it wrong. Right, correct the errors. World Builder OpenGL view. Alright, that'll do. And all we do is click promote. No complaints. And I'll call it viewport. Because I can. Makes things very interesting. Will that run or not? My answer is I doubt it. I doubt it. There we go. OpenGL view, blah 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 blah. Cannot convert argument to Gui widget. Correct. It can't. Alright. We tried. And we'll put it in properly. Star parent equals null pointer. Yes, that's legal. Now go get stuffed. I'm getting sick of this. I really am. So Gui widget parent is all I need. Star parent. Copy. Paste. And it's Gui open GL widget parent. Right, that's okay. Try running it now. Yep, we get a display. Okay. There was some more information there. We can ask for window flags F. Qt window flags. And where are our Qt window flags? With widget flags. It says window flags here. Okay, let's go find them. Qt window flags. We have indicates that the widget is a window, usually with a Windows system frame and a title bar. Irrespective of whether the widget has a parent or not. Note that it is not possible to unset this flag if the widget does not have a parent. Oh my god. Alright. Let's try it. How do we do it? So it's Qt window, colon window. How do we do it? We do it like that. This could be interesting. So it's comma, space. And it was Q, T, window. It doesn't exist. Well, that's all the A's. I want a window, please. Here we go. There it is. What will that do? It doesn't really say, does it? I want to know what I'm expecting. To get. Yeah, okay. You can have, right, okay. Ah. So we have to use that. I don't know. We might have to. Ooh, no instance of overloaded function. Yeah, I thought not. No, I don't think this is going to work this way. At all. Didn't think so when I did it. Damn. Okay, we'll try the other way. One last try. Nope. No, I don't like this at all. Don't think that's a good place to put it. The IntelliSense is having a hissy fit again. Right, so no, I don't think we're going to be able to do it that way. I think what we're going to have to do is reallocate points on the screen. Yeah. What I'm trying to do is get that to 0, 0, that to +1, that to -1, that to -1, and that to +1. That's what I'm trying to do, get the OpenGL coordinates right. But if you open this window, that might just not happen. Okay, fair enough. Right, well I think we can stop there, because we know how to do this. This is just as it was before. So stop there. Open main. Windows Ink workspace. What do you do? No. Ah, wait a minute, whiteboard. Full screen snip. Bing! Thank you. Right, got a full screen snip, that'll do. Let's talk about world building. And there's a lot to talk about, unfortunately. World building is not a simple subject. So, how do we build a world? Have we got colours on this? Got red. Orange. Okay. Where's the eraser? There we go. Orange. World Builder. Here we go. As I learn to use a pen instead of a keyboard. Right, let's think about it. Now, games currently use a specific size of a world. And it's just down to memory requirements or whatever, really. Variable maximums, there's that. Integers, 65,000 plus or minus type of thing on integers. Ow! Muppet, come on, jump. You use your claws to jump, thank you. Very kind of you. I love you, really. So they enforce constraints upon their own world. So when you buy a game and it's got a game world, that game world is often, in FPS games, it's usually quite small. In things like World of Warcraft, you'll find that they split it down into separate maps and load each map as you journey through each map. So there's various ways of doing it. I mean, massively various ways of doing it. And the simplest way is just to decide, oh, I'm going to have this size map, draw the map, and then that's it. Done, finished, you know, and all the rest of it. Then came No Man's Sky and said, hey, we can do it like this and have an infinite universe, and promptly did so. And found it was a very boring universe because it was empty, and that's what players complained about. So procedural is no good because you can't fill it. You can't fill it full of anything interesting for the players if it's a game. So let's not do that. So how can we? Well, let's first of all not make the same mistake as No Man's Sky, which is aim for the biggest possible. Let's first of all, well, not even elite, have a look at elite horizons. That you can land on moons, drive around on them. It's rather cool. So that now tells you how good today's graphics are and how extensive the memory usage is and what can be done. And I think that shows mainly, I think Elite Horizons shows exactly what can be done. Because the original Elite ran on a 32K machine originally, and I played it. Yeah, I got to Elite on a 32K machine, yes. So we have a lot of memory, in other words, for a lot of graphics. And what I want to do is minimize that. I want to go back to the idea of 32K programming and building our world in 32K blocks. I think the voxel, is it called voxel blocks, Minecraft? Interesting. But no, definitely no. So what we need is a simple system. And look through games. Real life board games. What is the simplest system for making the board bigger or random? The answer is tiles. That is the simplest system you can use, is tiles. But there's also a very special board game that isn't real. I don't know if you could call it a board game. It's a puzzle. So what I'm going to add to that is that. And anybody who's done a jigsaw knows how that works. What we need are tiles. We need a very, very simple way to build a world. Tiles are used in... The most effective tile usage I've seen is used in what? Oh gosh. Let's just click on here and I'll have a look through Steam. Come on, Steam, pop up. You don't get to see this, don't worry, this is on my main computer. What have I got on my Steam account that uses tiles? Not War Thunder, that's maps. Alright, let's see what we have. XCOM. is the one that I was thinking of. Naval Action uses a world map and a battle instance. War Thunder uses a battle instance, just a single map. World of Warships uses a single map in a battle instance. Same as PlanetSide. RimWorld is a classic, it's just a map. But it's also a good one to look at, because RimWorld is partially what we're going to be, well, not copying, but that's more along the lines of what we're going to be doing. XCOM, Enemy Unknown, and XCOM 2 use tiled maps in the same way that I want to use them. So those are good examples. I'll put that here. Oh gosh. Muppet, don't do that. XCOM and RimWorld. So those are two examples that we could look at for guidance. To prove, well, we need a proven way of doing it to start off with, and then expand upon that idea. I don't think reinventing the wheel is a great idea. I think what we should do is go down what we know and expand upon it using tiles and jigsaws. I mean, the only reason why Jigsaw doesn't carry on forever is because it's got edge pieces. Well, I ain't gonna be doing no edge pieces. Think about it. So we have to start small. There's no good in us thinking, oh, we're just going to build a load of tiles in 3D and then just slap them together willy-nilly and it'll work. Just like magic. It's not going to happen. Because you've got the joins to think about. You can't have gaps where they join up. So think about that. If you have gaps, you have that old falling through the world scenario, which inhabits a lot of games as a bug. And if you put gaps there, it buggers everything up. Let's be honest. So you need some kind of overlap as well. Built into your tiles. Well, not actually an overlap, but you'll see what I mean. So let's make a tile. Okay. A tile will be a square. And a better square than that one, I hope. Okay. I'm going to do, say, 50 meters by 50 meters. All right. And then I'm going to lay these tiles out in two different shapes to make a jigsaw. The first shape will be that plus a lug on each side. Okay. So you can see how our tiles are laid out. There you go. That's how our tiles are laid out. That's a 50, a 50, a 50, a 50, a 50, a 50. All of these are just one set tile. Now what's on the tile? Don't know. That's what the world builder will be designing. Well, that's set 1. So we'll call that set 1. So set 2 has to be the opposite according to Jigsaw Land. So it's going to look like that. with that's a tile, 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 and you can see how they fit together. Set 2. Set 2 I'm going to call the joiners. Because as you can tell already, if set 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4 lugs, you're going to need 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, as the next tile. And then after that, you're going to need another one of these big squares. That also means that set 1 and set 2 can rotate. So for each set, you actually get 4 tiles, or tile sets. Each at 90 degrees to the other. And that's it. You start with a world builder that can build this. So this is what we are going to start with. Okay? We are then going to build that up into a set 1. In other words, the start location for one of our races. We're going to have 3 races, by the way, because it's PvP. And then we are going to design a couple of set 2s, or maybe 4. Well, 1. We'll design a set 2 and we'll pop it on here. And then we'll design possibly a couple more set 1s to go on the other side and increase our map. But every time we do this, we're going to be increasing our map by 1.5 kilometers. 1.5 kilometers, 1.5 kilometers, 1.5 kilometers across. So by the time we get to the second lot of set 1s, we will already have a 3 kilometer by 3 kilometer world. It will grow exponentially. Huge. And it's not going to take a lot of tiles to get there. And that's the whole point. And that's how we're going to design our world builder. We're going to design our world builder first to take a model, a blank model with a texture on probably. And at that point we will design that model, either misshape it, pull it up, pull it down, or whatever. Remember, there's going to be a separate layer underneath this called water, and it'll be like 1 meter below or whatever. So if you go down 1 meter, it'll hit water and it'll do it all automatically. So we are going to have water as well. A world. How big is a world? Well, I think the planet Earth's going to be too big for a game. It would take people years to walk around it. Literally, years to walk around it. Something the size of the USA would probably take a year to cross. I don't know how long it would take to walk from one side of the USA to the other. If somebody does know, then please tell me. I know it's quite a few weeks to go from the southern coast of England to the northern coast of England, because it's one of the great things they do for raising charity money. So, yeah. How big is the world? Are we going to make it the size of America? Are we going to make it the size of England? Are we going to make it the size of the moon? Well, the answer is we can make it any damn size we want. What have we got on here at the moment? Music, yeah. Okay. Put the pen to one side for a minute. Do that. So. It's diameter, isn't it? (3,474 kilometers. Now I said we'd get to 3 kilometers quite easy. So you're going to need 1,000 more iterations to get there. So you probably have, you need to square root that. So what's 1,000 square rooted? Is it 100? That'd be 10,000. So if you had 100 tiles, you could really get close to doing the moon. Yeah, with 100 tiles. Wow. That's phenomenal. I don't think we're going to go that big. I think 10 tiles. 10 tens are 100 kilometers, aren't they? Alright, 10 to 100 tiles we're going to need. Not necessarily different ones, but you know, once you get to 10 different tiles, oh well, then, you know, game's afoot. But no, I think for starters, we'll just have about 10 tiles. What's music have we got on? Alright, we've got some music, let's have a cup of coffee. Let's stop for a break. Break time, grab a coffee. Awesome. I got coffee. That can stop. I think overall we've got everything right there. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. So the first thing we're going to need is a 50 meter by 50 meter model. 50 meter ground plane model. That's going to be our starting point, I think. Where are we going to put it? In resources, of course. Let's have a look. Where do we currently put them? Copy. Paste. Where's paste gone? Okay. So resources, we have Amber models. That's where we're keeping them. Now I don't want to keep this set of models in there. What I want is a default. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new folder here and call it default. And inside of default, we are going to add a text file. I hope. We just have a normal text file. And we are just going to call that default models, I think. Default models. Now, luckily, we know how to do text files. This is a list of the default models to be loaded. So that's that. We are going to have... No, that's final. Yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, that's done. That's just going to be a list. All right, we're also going to have a map. New item. We'll just have another text file, I suppose, for now. And that's going to be default map.txt. Okay. This file will contain models for the default map. Pretty obvious. Obvious stuff, nothing clever going on here. There never is with me, is there? Yeah, okay. That's okay. There is something I've missed out now. We've got everything else. We've now got our default to use. Good. OpenGL view is missing a load of stuff. So let's go and see what it's missing. May as well just take it from here. let's take that lot there. Just copy that out, because it's only that bit that we need, all the overrides. Yikes. Alrighty. That's good. This is protected, isn't it? What's wrong with that one? Why isn't it happy? Who knows? But that's what we're going to have. Anything else we need from here? Ah. We need you. Not sure about you lot. But you I definitely need. Hash include Q matrix 4x4. There you go. Ow! You did it again with your claws. Thank you, Muppet. Yeah, indeedy. Interesting. And it's protected. Fantastic. And I want void. OpenGL view. : initialize GL. There we go. Pop you in. Looking good so far. So we'll save and done on that. And that just leaves us with this one. Lovely. The resize GL we can take from here. Because it's the same. We got far near plane, far plane, okay. And we need some hash defines. Which I'm going to put here. Because we can. And that should make our OpenGL work. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, what else did we come across that really knackered us up in here? Ah, yes. Good idea. M format. Q surface. Okay. So there's just Q surface. It's just that one. Yeah. We'll pop you in. To make that work, we need those two. Da 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 da. Why does it keep bringing everything back when I'm telling it not to? I don't know. Okay. So that means in here we can now do whatever is in here. There we go. That's easy programming, isn't it? That's okay. That's okay. Right, I only need the top part of this. That bit. That isn't needed. So I worked out, but I just didn't modify it. Whoops. There we go, we've initialized that. And OpenGL is just that. We did enable the depth buffer, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Go for that. Yeah, depth test. Alright, hold on. So that's your OpenGL all sorted out. That's all you need for OpenGL, or the setup, the standard setup for OpenGL is what I've just put in. That's all you ever need. Does it work? Good question. Invalid preprocessor command version. What? No, it's not. What are you trying to compile VSHs for? Do not, whatever you do, try building this lot. You dumb computer. Microsoft at its best. I don't know. What the hell are we supposed to do if Microsoft can't get it right, eh? That's what I would like to know. Okay, so there's your OpenGL. It's working. You can tell it's working because the background is not black. You don't believe me, do you? You really don't believe me, do you? I know you don't believe me. I can hear it in your voice. Okay. Alright. 12 it was, wasn't it? Yeah. All day. Yeah, it's working. So there we go. that's our beginnings of a world builder. We have an empty screen. We have nothing to put on this screen at the moment, and we have 2 empty text files. So we need... Oh, this is going to be interesting, because we actually have to write something new for this to work. And you can do the research on this if you want. We are going to need a picker. A 3D object picker. So that's you done. You done. Not only do we need a 3D model, or 3D models, plural, we need to select or pick a model. To either be moved or placed. So we will have to be able to display available set of models. Models plus add delete. And we will need to be able to pick and place. Those are the 3 main things I can think of. Have a look at Unity or whatever. They're free. There's one of those that's a free program, isn't there? I don't know what we got. Unity. There's that other one. I can't even remember what it's called because I hate the damn stuff so much. They're so restrictive. And also stupid because they don't just do the picker and placer, they try to program the whole world from within one program, which you should not do. You should have a world building separate program which you can maintain and program separately to everything else. So things that you only need for world building is in the world builder. Like displaying the available set of models is only in the world builder. You don't need that in your game. Well, if you do need that in your game, no you don't. I just realised, no you don't. You can create a set of models in the game, but it won't be like this. It will be inside a 3D room for starters, and there will be like plinths in the 3D room, and on each plinth will be a model. And if you click on that plinth, you will be able to change the model. That's how it will work in game. So yeah. To access that room, just go into your local, what did they used to call it? We're going to have a preferences chamber. In the preferences chamber, you say load models or current models, and it'll display them all. A bit like Matrix. There you go. The first room in the Matrix where you get all of the models being loaded in, like in a very beautiful style, almost a very stylistic manga type way of doing it. masses of shells billowing their way towards you. You could copy that, I suppose. Or we could simplify it. I don't know. Idea's good though. Yeah, I think I'm starting to like this. Yeah, I think I'm starting to like this. This is starting to look good. That 3D model should be easy to do. Although I'm going to do that, I'm going to do 2 models to start off with. I'm going to do that one plus a test model. Plain model, and I'm going to put plus test model. And that will then enable us to write the game, because that will be our first map. I said we're going to keep it simple to start off with, and I meant it. Our first map will be the test model. And when you see the test model, you'll understand why. And from that, we're going to build everything else. Okay. I think I've gone far enough on this without actually starting it now. Because we haven't got a model to load. There's no point in me putting a model loader in there. Because all the model loader is going to do is read the text file and the map file, our defaults. So we are going to be to start off with, we'll be reading these 2 files. Unfortunately, there's nothing in them. So what we're going to need to do in this default folder is put these 2 models. And my Blender knowledge is limited. Eek. So it's on the cube now. If I press, is it Shift N? No. I press Control N. No. Properties. Has it moved? Ah, it's here. So, what we got here? We have X and Y. I want 50 meters, as stated. Wow. Z can stay as 1. I don't really care about Z at the moment. I think we better just back off a minute. There we go. And look into the scene. So that's going to be our test model. Now that's only got 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. Problem. Can't do that. Because we will want to shape it, and you need more vertices to do that. So I think there's something called loop cuts. Yeah. I mean, you can tell from that there's no mesh. I'll keep it in that mode. Ah, we're in object mode, okay. Edit mode. Okay. I want to pick the top surface only. What have I picked? Yeah, the top surface only. Okay. Now, what happens if I want to add loop cuts? Extrude, split, bisect. Knife project. Convex, snap, normal, shading, sort elements. Okay, where's loop cut? Vertex maybe? Oh, edge. Subdivide. Subdivide perpendicular edges to the selected edge ring. That's perpendicular, no. Subdivide selected edges. Okay. That worked. Number of cuts is 9. Let's just do them one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is 50 meters. So these are 5 meter squares. That's not right, is it? No, that's not right. At 50 meters, we need 49 to make it 1 meter. Try 49. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. That's 25 meters by 25 meters by 25 meters. So that, as you can see, has a lot more vertices than we originally had. Okay. There's a little thingy here. Okay. Let's not do that. What I would then say is go back to object mode and get our cube, which is now our plane. Call it a plane. That's fine. Its location isn't. Uh, 25 meters. That didn't work as I expected. Now I'm puzzled. Why have we got a bit left over? Or is my calculations completely out? Escape. Okay. I seem to have my calculations slightly out for some reason. Eh? 50, 51, 25, 25, 0. Ten, 11, 12 and a half. Why are we 12 and a half out? Why is it 37 and a half meters? Too much. Or not enough. Okay, I'll skip that then, because that doesn't agree with what common sense dictates. So stuff you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 50 meters. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. It isn't. It's 100 meters. I want 5 by 5. Alright, let's try this again. 25 by 25. Ah. These small squares should match the same size as the small squares underneath. You can't see it. Theoretically. Are they matching? I think they are. Okay, let's try again. 25. Yay! It worked. 25. Chink. There we go. So 0, 0 is there. Bottom left. And it goes minus into the screen. Ah. Whoops. Minus 25. That's better. Now it goes positive out of the screen. Thank you. And that's the mesh. What are we going to do for a texture? What are we going to do for a texture? The other thing is, I've forgotten something. It's slightly higher than the world. So Z does matter. It has to be -1. Otherwise, our coordinate system will not be correct. Yeah, that's a lot better now. It goes below the plane. Yes, that's better. Alright, so that's our mesh. Like I said, I'm not very good with this system. How do I UV unwrap? Select, add object. Convert to. Right, at this point I'm going to save because I don't know how to do the next part. That's OneDrive. Does it matter? What's this program called? Blender. And we're going to call it something or other. What are we going to call it? Oh, it's down here. Not Untitled. Try plain mesh 50 x 50. Save. Lovely, that's done. Now, we're learning how to use Blender today, the Blades way. Right, so select Add Object, Transform. No. Set Origin, we've already done that. Join, copy, paste, parent. No. Collection, no. Relations, no. Constraints, nope. Make links, nope. Fur explodes smoke in the liquid. Oh, lovely. So there's nothing on there. Add gives us nothing. Select gives me nothing. View. Object. Alright, let's go to edit mode and make sure we have our whole object, not just the surface this time. Oh, we are still in surface, are we? Alright, we'll stick with the top surface then. Alright, fair enough. UV, here we go. Unwrap. Alright, so how do I do it? Just hit return or what? Or has it done it? Unwrap. There we go. I've unwrapped it. Give me a hint. At least give me a hint. There it is. Got it. Alright, so it's here. Open. Nothing in my material library. Ah. Okay. Source. Repos. World Builder. Resources. Textures. Terrain. Open image. That worked. Object mode. There we go. Not sure I like that, but it'll do. Oh no, that's fine, stuff it, I don't really care. I'm not going to be doing this properly, am I? Alright, okay, we can texture paint. Let's look at this as a solid a minute. Oh right, it goes purple. That's nice. How do you get to see the effect that you've just made? No. Don't know. No idea. Alright, I see. Yeah, okay. So how do we render this? Oh right, there's a way of doing it that way. Oh, that's cute. Didn't know that. Okay, render. Render image. Oh, we haven't assigned it then. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, he's gone back to this again. I'm beginning not to like this already. I don't like things that don't just work intuitively, I think. Open image. Okay. Render. And the image is still not there. Okay, select box. Alright, object data properties. Where's textures? Texture properties. Why isn't it using this? Ah, we're in texture drawer, are we? Replace, reload, edit externally. How do I add this to our Dubry? Alright, I don't know what any of this is. And there's stuff hiding behind here. Alright, there's stuff hiding behind there that I don't know about. That's just the editor type. View paint. Ah, view. Okay. Save this data even if it has no users. New image. Open image. Unlinked data. Okay. Browse image to be linked. How do you link it then? Annotate. God. How do I link it? Is it here? Or is it here? I want texture paint, I want UV editing. Okay. Getting sick of doing this. Did I mention to anybody that I haven't got a clue what I'm doing here? Terrain PNG, image, yes. Select. Okay. Fine. If I put this into object mode, it seems to block that out. And then texture comes up here, and it asks me for a new one. But if I put this into edit mode, it over blah-de-blahs it. And how do you assign it? I'd say resize, yeah. Snap to pixels, live unwrap, yeah. I don't know. No idea. Because that's what I want. What do I do? Just save it out and hope for the best? World builder, we'll mess with. Amberskies models, no this isn't. OBJ. Thank you. You know what I didn't do there, don't you? Check exactly what the hell I was exporting. Never helps. How was I exporting it? System favorites recent, so yeah, volume, yeah, blah blah. Selection only, yeah. Objects as OBJ objects, yeah, why not? Teal groups, animation. Minus Z equals 4 is Y equals up, so yeah, it was okay, except it was just selection only. I didn't want the light on the camera. Yeah. Material groups. Don't want any groups. Alright, let's see what it's just done. Let's have a look at what it's done. Well, we've got an OBJ file. Let's have a look at it. It's given the proper MTL mesh. Yeah. Called it plane cube. Alright, object plane cube. Okay. Oh, right, there's all the vertices. Yeah. Of course. That's right. But it hasn't put the material in. So no, it didn't assign the texture. Why not? Don't know. Don't know how to make a textured object in Blender, so that I will have to work out, but that's the idea. I'm going to put that texture on this object. I'm going to sit down and work out how the hell to do it. And probably have to read the manual on Blender. Isn't that lovely? Because I don't use Blender at all. Yeah. See you later. So that will become our plane model. And then it's the same model. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add markers. So on going from the center, going north, I'm going to put N1, 2, 3, or whatever. That's 25 meters, isn't it? So I'll put 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 meter markers there. And I'm going to put 5, 10, 15. I'll reverse it and reverse it. So our test model will have writing sticking up out of it saying like 5, 10, 15, 20. And that's it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, going out each direction of center. What we also have to decide is, are our characters, avatars, going to move vertex to vertex, or square to square, or free roam? I think free roam. Probably the best idea. Yeah, alright. So I'm happy that I've got this far. I'll just have to spend this evening practicing with Blender. I might make a couple of models actually on top of this. I know there's some things I want to do. So I'll do that. And I think that should be it. So I'll give you the ideas now of what we're up to. I've got 38 differences. Oh, right, okay. Default map, yeah. 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 Yeah, okay. So we will do. We'll have that lot staged, and we are going to say that this is so ground work complete for whatever we've called this, world building. If anybody's got any ideas about how they think world building should be done, or if they've done one in the past, or if there's any information or anything you can, you know, any hints or any ideas you want to throw at me, please do so. I am not correct in the way I'm doing this. I am just doing what I think is simple. If you think it's complicated, then let me know, and then I'll know that I've overcomplicated this and that I need to rethink it. because it should be very, very simple. I mean, the OpenGL part, setting up the OpenGL, by now should be second nature to you. That part I'm not going to go over ever again. But, and loading objects, we've now got Amber3D _SL to do that for us. That's going to be doing all the heavy lifting of the 3D. All we need to do now is improve some of that and get this working. Yeah, I think that's okay. Oh, and by the way, commit. There's the code. Let's sync it all up. There's all the code, including my first ideas at Blender. You can import that one if you want. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't need this open to do models, so that's that. I'm happy with this kind of idea. So this is World Builder Ideas, isn't it? World Builder Ideas. Save. That's as much as I can really think of at the moment, how I want to set it up. That's that done. Don't need you. Open your programming. Oh, look. We're doing well. Don't need that open anymore. And we're just left with music. There you go. So, in the meantime, take care. Build models. Do everything you ever wanted to do. Stay safe. Support Amberskies if you want to, or do the things that YouTube watchers do. Above all, enjoy yourselves and stay safe. How do I get out of it? Oh, that's right. Catch you later. Well, catch you Saturday, actually. How do I stop this thing? Oh, there it is. Found the button.